income to be able to qualify for that financial assistance. Today, we've increased that to 85%, because what we found in Massachusetts is that half of our families are eligible for financial assistance at that 85% threshold.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna start the stream here officially in a sec. I am a little late today. Listening into this Fed, I forgot the exact name, but it's pretty interesting stuff. The average American is going through it, is what it seems. It's pretty crazy, man. Screen recording looks good. For those of you tuning in, what's up? What's up? Disclaimer. We can go here. There's two stocks that I'm looking at. What time is it? We got 3 minutes. I gotta hurry up here. Let's fix this here quickly, and we should be good to go. Today I'm late. Today I'm absolutely positively late. Usually if I have to take a bathroom break, that's what, will push back the time, but today I'm just straight up late. So there's two stocks, and I saw Tim post these stocks already. There is NVFY and OTLK. My screen recording is turned on because yesterday I forgot. Those are the top two stocks. So I'm going to quickly put up some trend lines and I'll be ready to go. Despite being late, today's plan will be yesterday's plan. I'll be looking forward to being disciplined. I'll be looking forward to being patient. I'm going to start slow and then look to be aggressive as we go. All right. GR. I'm not sure how this one will do, but we'll see. They both look pretty good. OTLK, quickly here, we have pre-market highs at 11:35. Being late is never good, I tell you. 1 minute. 1 minute is all I need to get the trend lines going. So the 200 EMA is in proximity. It's around 1271. 1271. Okay. All right. And the daily levels, I mean, we do have a bit of a high point of 1330. Other than that, maybe 18 bucks. 1330 and then 18 bucks for levels on daily. $18. All right, looks good, looks cool. I think I'll watch that one into the open. OTLK, it's a little bit more expensive, and this is my ideal price range. Other than that, NVFY, we'll see how it does. So let's see. And maybe NVFY over 55 could be good too. Yes, it will be good. I have small shares. Well, they're both looking pretty good. NVFY, though, perhaps over 70. It's having some trouble. Do not fail. It's churning. I had size there too. Oh, the other one is halting down. Goodness. NVFY. I had size there at 70, man, but it wouldn't go. So NVFY seems to be the one. There's $4. Wow, it's pretty impressive. High fill and a prep, bigger size. Low right here so far is 80. I'm a little disappointed I'm not green already, but that's okay. So far, we've had a low of 78 right here. Can we try 90 again? No, not quite. I do have to bring down my chime a little bit. Maybe it keeps going. Yep, 20. I'm not sure why I didn't make money on that break of 4. I thought I was early enough. I need to size down, not seeing anything. The high is at 20. Low of the current candle, about $4 or so. I'm losing on this type of trade here, so maybe I stop taking those in-between trades. $16,000 share bid at 4, but will we come down some more? I'm getting blazed. 80 for those lows. Some early. 80 for the lows. It's a pretty steep pullback, but I think the 5-minute candle still looks healthy. This is kind of high, but I'll try. Okay. 80 again. 74. Is it failing? If it doesn't hold here, then it's just to the depths. We need to see a bounce back over 90. There's 86. 85, 86, 88, 89. Okay, 95. Pretty good. That was a good bounce. It should keep going over time too. So I don't mind getting back in if I can. And there's 4. And I'm not back in. Okay, pretty good. Very good. Very healthy. But I'm red, so that's not good. And that low is 74. Goodness. Yep, okay, that's cool. 94. 94. Ay, 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 ay. Not like this. We can't go out like this, man. We gotta shape up here. 95, 94. It seems to be holding here for now. But again, we got such a huge range. Can we see back over the level? Not quite. Waiting, watching. There's the resumption on the other one. $91. There's a lot of selling and it's not dropping. I'm gonna try. And it's gonna drop. It's 86. Yeah, I'm having a hard time. The low's at 74 though, so anything here is fair game. The high seems to be around 410. It's a pretty big range for such a cheap stock. Which is why I tried to buy 4 initially, because I'm thinking, okay, maybe we can hold up higher, even if it's like 95, and then try again at 410, but it's back down here mid 80s. And 83 is essentially a retest of the lows. If it sells off here, then I take the loss, but I'll try. I will try. Alright, we just gotta string together a couple of winning trades here. I would love to see it over 4 right here. If not, that could be okay too. Maybe it dips first again and then tries. So we had some good buying there. But if it comes back down, I don't want to see 70s again. Okay. Can we get over 4? Not quite. Waiting. There's mid 80s. I don't want to see 70s again here. Trying again for 4. KB. Are the bulls still alive? There's 96. I'll get back in again. It might Titanic. I gotta be careful. Okay, there's. What does it want to do here? This day is such a messy day. Gosh. Ay, ay, ay. 95 is 38. Still early. All I need is one good sequence here, and I'll be satisfied with this day. Can we get a sweet move for new highs and me capitalizing with size? But I'm watching here for high volume on the tape to see if we might get that push through. Okay. This is where it needs to hold up its levels. It's fluctuating like crazy. Ten. Son of a gun. I must have had a fill on the ass there. It's coming down. This doesn't look good for me. This doesn't look good. It's already like 10 minutes and I haven't made money, so I have to adjust. At this point I have to kind of accept what's happening here and size down. My max size is going to be 25 and my base size is going to be 12. 1200, 2500. And maybe I even consider looking at the other stock at this point. OTLK, if it gets over 28, perhaps I get involved. Because this isn't taking me anywhere but the depths. Not bad. Try again. Tight stop. OTLK, what is it going to be here? I want to see us pushing over 28. I'm going to pull it on screen in a sec. Tried coming out on the ask, I couldn't get the fill. This, what time is it? They're 41. Both of them are kind of having trouble. The other one is back at 93 though, which is good. So it held up 76 after that false breakout, which means it's still alive. Which means something. It's still alive. The good news is that I'm down to scratch trade, so son of a gun, man. Well, at least I got a scratch trade. I thought I was taking a loss. It's such a tricky one. I don't know. Is it gonna try again? It might try again. It better go this time. Brother, brother. Oh yeah, it's only good thing. My max size is only 2,500, not 5,000, because I'd have been down a lot more. I was wondering how I didn't lose a ton. So it tried for the new high, it rejected, it tries again, it kind of is still here. 20 was our original high of day. The fluctuations on this one is just something else. Can't get into a good sync, can't get into a good rhythm. It's just all over the place. So I'm going to stick to the small size. I'm going to stick to the small size. Perhaps limit orders on the bids. High of the last is 37 and the low is at 4. Can we see 25.30? There's a seller at 22, 10,000. I gotta be very careful here because usually I'd be green already. So I gotta be very careful about how I want to use size, or else it'll be a red day recap with a big loss or two. We are gonna get 30 here eventually, which is good. Small sellers there, we're pushing through. 37.40 is the highs. How will it do? There's 35, but not quite. I'm early here, and that's not going to be good for me. 04. I could have been in at 04, but I bought it early. Not good. Can we get the bounce back to 15, 20? Son of a gun. Okay, 16. Good. Can we get 20, 25? If I go down like 800, I'm going to stop. But you know, to be red on a stock like this is just doesn't feel good. But at the same time, it's just been so tricky. So like right here, I'd like to see 16, 20 again. There's 12, there's 12, 11, 12, and I'm stopping out flat. Gotta take my 5, 6 cents when I have the chance. It could flush down here. Trying 94. Not impressed. I can try 4. 98. I'll try 4. Can we see 410, 415? There's 03. There's 06. Okay, I'm taking my 2 cents. I can try again. Look at this fill, man. They're gonna give me 05, so I'm gonna sell the ass right there for just 1 cent. If not, I'd have been holding for 10, 15 area. There's 15. There's a bid. Will it do anything for us? Nothing. It'll give us a losing trade. That was a 16,000 share buy or 410. I'm thinking about what adjustments I can make here. It just doesn't seem to be working. I've gotten some good dips, but we've also took some losses on some dips. The breakouts have been pretty tricky. The in-between trades have all been losses. Our accuracy here might be 15, 20% if we're lucky. So I'm thinking maybe to just ease off a bit. Maybe try to see if I can gain a better rhythm maybe a little later, a few minutes later. I'm down like 600. We're still down a scratch trade, right? I'm like the amount that I'm down doesn't really, bother me or anything. It's more so that I'm not able to connect on anything here. I have no accuracy. There's nothing linear with my performance. So I gotta keep being patient here. I don't know what it is about these ice cold waters during the streams, but they hit the spot, man. The low right there is 99. The low of this last week was 93. The 5 minute chart I think looks decent. I don't think we look bad by any means. I'll take a loss here. Buying for 93 area, it's coming down lower. So maybe mid 70s again. Low right there was 81. Sizing down to 700 shares. I'm going to keep reducing my size if I can get accurate to give myself more longevity. This is the thing with trading that's sometimes tricky, is that on this stock, I'm not necessarily doing anything, that differently than what I was doing yesterday and the days before. This one just doing its own thing like the Wild Wild West. Hence why I'm sizing down, right? So when I'm losing here consistently, it's how a red day like this wouldn't be as big as my biggest green days. Because on those days when things are working, I'm sizing up. A day like this, the wind is against me, I'm going against the tide. Just gonna size down and take the L, take the lesson, and hold what I got, right? Keep it small so that when something does work out in my favor, I can quickly get back to green and then add to all-time highs again. Because if you choose the other side, which would be me saying, no, nope, 10,000 size right here at 73, 50,000 size. Before you know it, you look back and you want to know, what's going on, So low 70s, can we hold up this area here? I was in 75, there was too much selling, so I got back out flat. The new 5 minute candle is 2 minutes away. This could be backside, or it could be again a dip in this area to bounce back up. Hard to tell. We have had support here earlier. OTLK is inching up. I'm going to use 500 shares on it if it gets over 28. But not looking to use any sort of real share size. So I'm liking the buying there on NVFY. We're seeing some good green coming in on the tape. That's good. It's back at 80. We'll see if it keeps going. Back to 73. I'm also watching OTLK here. We'll see if this one can keep this nonsense of this spread here, man. Might not be a smooth experience. There's 69. Oh, is it on to something here? I should have been in already. Thought about it. Can we get it back over 80? Or is this a bluff? If we see 85, I'd expect to see 90. Let's see, OTLK, tried at 20, but back down. This could be a bluff. And I'm in 76, which is not good at all. Can I see 85? I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna get back in if it's good. Can we see 90? It might go, but it's definitely a slow move here. See, this is the type. This is just not good for me. Like this is it's moving too slowly. It's not volatile enough. So it's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good. Sucks to be red on a stock like this, but it's part of the deal. Part of the deal. Where's Marcelo? Oh, he's here. Doesn't look like he's streaming. I posted the internet. So yeah, his internet, it looks like it's a little messed up right now. It's not gonna have enough power to stream and trade. So we can look forward to his archive later. Hopefully he's having a better time with this thing. We're at 646. One scratch trade. There's 4. 91 on the bids. And that's what makes it tricky. 4 to then 91 on the bids and then 86 on the bids. Seems to be having some trouble. How well can we hold up the VWAP area? It needs to get over 4 here. The next 5-minute candle is less than a minute away. And break of 4 will give us the 5-minute candle to make a new high. That's in 30 seconds. I'd want to see it go through 4 right here, right now in this area. If not, it needs to hold above 84. I might attempt size here if the volume comes. 90. I'm seeing a little bit of selling. Really? Nothing. Gonna get out. Waiting. Forget my base size is only 700. So right here is key. Can we hold up? If not, to the gallows. To the bottom of the 7 seas. To Davy Jones' locker. My night shift came on. It's gonna mess with my eyes a little bit. Need that blue light right now. Still on a big level here. I'm still willing to be aggressive back over 4 if we're to get it. With this runny nose, I ran out of a whole thing of paper towel. Ay, ay, ay. So we're back into this zone of like low 70s again. (10:02 a.m.) Most interesting. See, I'm refusing to buy that low, but it's bouncing there every time. It's bouncing there, that low of 70. What's tricky about it is that the volume is like it's kind of like a sudden push, sudden rush. Still fighting. We do have decreasing volume on the 5 minute. Ultimately, we'd want to see that trend be reversed. Stock, man. Stock, I tell you. Still waiting patiently here. So, are we going to collapse this time, or is it going to keep holding up at 70 here? What I like though is that I didn't, yesterday when I came in, I hesitated in so many areas. Today, we just took losses, and that's okay, right? As long as I don't change what I'm doing here in terms of what works well. Still pretty early. It's still pretty early. All right, so we'll see how this does. You gotta be an optimist sometimes, but also don't want to be delusional. It definitely needs to get over 4. Again, we've been holding up at 70s. Seems like 4 has been that resistance in this area. And I think that's part of what's getting me too is how wide the range is for this type of price. At $4, we've been seeing exaggerated moves up and down, even if that might be under a gradual context. Because typically for a stock like this, I'd expect like a 15-cent range, maybe 20 cents at most. If it flushes out, I want to look for that dip, but we'll see what it does. Still watching. I guess on that 5-minute candle to make the new height at 95 now. So again, we really need to get above 4 and start holding above 4 to look good to the long side here. For to start inching up closer to high of day over time. So for me to have been green here, if I took the 5-minute setup every time at 70 in with a stop in place and just holding longer, I would have been pretty green here. So what I'm thinking is that if we get the next leg, if there's opportunities like that, I'll be interested, and we'll see if the stock follow throughs on its side, right? But we got to get the next push if that's to happen. So there's still hope. There's still a chance. Maybe even a few scalp trades could be better at this go, but if not, don't want to force those. There's 98. 95 on the Yas, 97. Could attempt this trade, but I'm not sure if I want to. It depends. We've been seeing the bids dropping out a bit. We are holding above the VWAP better this time. Something to note. Is that going to be the difference maker here for the push at 4? Guys, don't forget if you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Seeing some volume here, but it not really leading to much. Waiting. Can we continue to hold above the VWAP? That's good. That's a good reaction there. I'm going to prepare size. I'm going to prepare size. Talk to me nicely here. Talk to me nicely. Waiting. This better not go to the gallows here, man. 81, 80. And now it's like, well, it didn't fail here yet. It's lingering. Our last 1 minute candlestick wasn't so good. It needs to go here. It needs to go this time. It's mandatory almost. If it goes, I'd expect a bigger move too. I'd want to see 415 minimum out of this. This needs to separate and to, to prove itself as a strong stock here. Enough of this nonsense of short sellers holding us down. This is a long bias market, yeah? Right? We need to let it be known. 99. KB. Are the bulls still alive here? 96 by 98. 95 by 96. I need back over 90. Back over 90. 90. 92. 93. It's looking like a rejection of 4 is what it's looking like. Why can't we get above the level? Struggling. If I see 75, I'll be long. 74. I'd expect some sort of boost, but still pretty choppy, churning, or bleeding out here too, even with this small size. The good thing now is that I have the chance and the choice to stop if I want to. If I ever feel like I'm just too inconsistent here or too red or any of that, like I can stop and walk away right now. right? But I'm pretty fine mentally. I feel good. But I am starting to consider it here now, actually, especially if this comes down pretty early. I recognized it was going to be a harder fight than usual, so we sized down. We did all the appropriate acts. I think over four right there, I could have done some damage if we had a nice sweet move, 15, 20, and us holding up above the resistance. Because I would have used sized immediately, but we didn't get anything. But that's how I could have a big red day though, right? Let's say this does go over 14 or 4, and let's say it looks like it's holding up above this resistance. I go in with huge size, let's say 99, like 4K size or something, 2500. I mean, it would have been 2500, and then it flushes down like with a big red candle. In that situation, I can do nothing but take a big loss and smile and move on. It had a low of 62 and it's back at 70 here. So again, it's like it's somehow still holding up this area. It's like I could go long here and stop at the lows, but that's not a convincing one. I think I'll leave it alone though for now, unless it gets over 4. I don't think I want to be taking any more trades. Richard, indeed. It's a good week. This is going to be our first red day. If nothing else happens, it's not a bad red day. One scratch trade. One scratch trade. Seven, seven, seven. Yep, this is nonsense. Okay. And this one is selling off. I was watching at CGC right there, maybe for break of 50, but nothing but chop. I don't know. I think I shut it. I'm going to shut it down, man. It's Friday. It's been a good week. I'll import trader view here. Let's see how we did on this week, and then I'll be out. The thing is with the market right now, we haven't really saw a lot of we haven't been seeing a lot of good momentum through. And you know, I don't know if sticking around will be the best decision for me. But best believe when it's hot and there's opportunities coming, throughout the entire day, I'm not going anywhere. But right now, it's like, if you don't capitalize on this move up, then that's it. Maybe till 2 p.m., 3 p.m., we get lucky with something. Like yesterday, I think some of the guys traded an IPO and did well. But other than that, like the small cap stocks have been a little on the slower side. Ideally, I would have wanted to already been green in this area here. So I'll import and we'll see how we did on the week here. Trader view. I do have some stuff I have to take care of here, so leaving early isn't going to be bad for me. Gotta hit the road. Gotta hit the road. Got to hit the road. This thing held 55 and it's back at 364. Is, you know, if you're going all the way till 12 or 4 p.m., it's definitely worth still keeping an eye on it, especially if it inches up slowly and gets back to $4. Could be interesting at that point. Hopefully Tim and Marcelo and Triad as well were able to capitalize on this one. For those of you guys in the Discord, of course, you know, we all trade very similarly, but sometimes some of you guys will have been able to pull it off. I don't know if I was at my best today. I was late. You know, I was, not to make excuses or anything. I was late today. Whenever I don't sleep, man, I have issues in the morning. Like there are days where I can't sleep between like 1 a.m. and like 5 a.m. and it's not good. And then I feel like a zombie come 9 a.m. But I've been green on many of those days, right? So that's not an excuse. As long as I'm here and I show up, I need to get it done. I need to get it done. I was hoping this week would have been better than last week. But it's a pretty solid week, man. We'll take what we can get. Any week where we can finish this well in the green, we're gonna smile and be happy. We're gonna smile and be happy. So we have one full week left, 5 days remaining. Are we gonna continue to see this slow momentum? Or will we see something hot maybe into the back half of next week? Maybe Monday. I mean, that's how sometimes Monday can come and set the tone. Like if we show up and something just goes supernova, you know, we got a stock maybe go from like, you know, 5 to 10 or 10 to 20, something crazy. You know, just like that, we can see like a hot week. Um, you know, we did have the Fed speak yesterday, right? Of course, they've decided to stay neutral, not raise or drop rates. But you know, pretty soon we'll get some sort of other catalyst, right? Of course, AI has been pretty big. Throughout the years, we've seen so many different like headlines that came and went that brought about hot stocks and hot momentum. As long as the economy keeps doing its thing, there's going to be a new hot sector, right? Back when crypto first came out, you had all these blockchain stocks that would do hundreds of percents. Like all that big economic stuff does seep down into what we're doing here on a smaller scale, right? You know, when batch cams, like back when they had the Black Lives Matter protesting and stuff, and they decided, okay, batch cams. There were so many batch cam companies that did hundreds of percents, right? I mean, and then just different stuff throughout the years, right? You had the Chinese stocks, you had shipping stocks, energy stocks, biotech and pharmaceuticals have been steady throughout the years because they're always doing some sort of testing and trial and always coming up with some new medicine. And once they get a breakthrough, they usually do pretty well. Um, yeah, so you know we'll see. I mean, earnings sometimes will you know every now and again give something. There's gonna be something else, right? Recently we've had AI. Something else is coming soon, and then that's gonna give us another wave, maybe of a month or two of more hot momentum. So we gotta just be patient and try to keep sideways as best as we can throughout these slower markets, so that once things do pick back up, we can. And yeah, that's right. Good Friday is on the 29th. I keep forgetting. Yeah, so we got 4 days really. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's gonna do it here for me. Early day. I doubt I come back here. I have to head out, so more than likely we're gonna end at red 800. As I mentioned, if I get down to this amount, then it's just, it's not gonna be worth it. And not that this is a lot for me, but more so that I sized down to very, very small share size, and I must have lost like 20 trades. So there's no accuracy here. The P&L doesn't really dictate much. It's more like a benchmark, if anything. But the science that I have makes sense, which is, hey, I around $400 in the red, I realize it's not working. I need to reduce size. I need to give myself more attempts. I need to increase my longevity. So I size down in hopes that I can get something going, without losing big every trade I take with the bigger size. So I sized down drastically from 2,500 base, 5,000 max. I went to 700 base, 2,500 max. Couldn't get it done, and then doubled my loss. And so that's enough to tell me what I'm doing here is not working, and that I need to keep it tight. And either if I choose to stick around, right, small size, or again come back the next day. So I'm choosing to come back the next day, and we'll see what Monday has to offer. So if you're going all the way to 4 p.m., continue to be diligent, continue to be patient. Did I miss BACK? I mean, if I did, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Tomorrow's another day. Yeah, continue to be diligent, continue to be patient, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been Relentless Trader. Check out those links down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, stay safe. Stay safe, stay green. Take it easy. Pastor is out of here. Enjoy the weekend. And also, don't obsess over trading, right? Don't obsess. Have a good time. Study up when you can. And let's be fresh and ready for Monday.